Welcome to the Rec Room's Friday Night Comedy! It's quite sad on your end actually. Hello, welcome. My name is Andrew White. I'm your host for this evening. I'm pretending talking to a mic and stood up because last time we did this we got good feedback that this was a better energy. So we're all going to pretend we're still motivated. What is it now? 2 months? Well, yeah, 2 months. I did the this lovely live stream just last month. That feels like a year ago now. For the lovely people at the Rec Rooms. Maybe we have some returning people. Were you here last month? Let us know. If you're on YouTube, you can comment in the chat and I can see what you're saying. We can interact like I'm a normal MC and just have a bit of banter. Oh, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, you're a dickhead. That sort of stuff. That's basically what's going to happen tonight. I mean, I'm not going to call you all dickheads, don't worry. Actually, most of the time, last time, people were just abusing me for not being dressed. Because I came in like a tracky bottoms and just a t-shirt, and people were like, oh, go ahead and put effort in. So then I came back with a shirt, then a shirt and a jacket, and then I finished with a top hat finale. And the reason that's still in my conservatory is because I haven't bothered to put it away. A fun little fact about how well I'm coping at the moment. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Yes, we're back. Hello, PJ Aldred 1969. Hello, Francesca. Thank you for joining us. There was somebody last time who was called like Minecraft Nazis or something like that because their 10-year-old changed the account name and they didn't know how to change it back. So this is a group of adults like, oh, here with a wine, enjoying the comedy. And then every now and then, Minecraft Nazi would pop up and be like, oh, hello. It's quite fun. Thank you. I'm glad you like the jacket. You're not sure about the orange? No, I'll tell you what though. I'll listen to your feedback, PJ. I'll change my shirt before the in the next section, I'll change my shirt. Yeah, it's with, here's the trousers. I put jeans on just for you, Pete. Hang on. Now the problem is this is a spinning chair and on wheels. So this is risky, but I will do it because I put actual jeans on for you. I've not worn jeans in 3 months. And there you go, you're welcome. Oh, that's tenuous. How's everyone doing? What's everyone been up to for the last month? I've had some weird experiences. I don't know. I talked about it last month, so I'll just tell you what's happened in the last month. That way we won't, cover any previously covered ground. But I'm about to say I've talked to you about what's happened in the last month. Nothing has happened in the last month. Well, I had my Amazon account hacked, but they hacked. PJ has asked if I'm wearing socks. I'll be honest, I was very much hoping that nobody would ask because I am not wearing socks. But actually, funny story about socks. So as I was saying, I got my Amazon account hacked and somebody bought 8 Minecraft download codes. Maybe it was, Minecraft Nazi with his 10-year-old getting into the account. But they didn't use my credit card or my Amazon gift card. They used their own money. They just hacked into my account to buy 8 copies of Minecraft. And it was hidden in my orders as well, so they knew what they were doing. But I'm pretty sure my credit card details were on the account as well. They easily could have hacked me, but they didn't bother. They bought themselves 8 copies of Minecraft, and here's the weird thing, a pack of Nike socks, which isn't weird on its own to buy yourself socks, but they sent them to my house. Is this guy just like pissing about? It's like, oh, I can hack into you, but I won't. I'll use my own money to buy you some expensive socks. So they're on I'll go get them. I won't get them now because I'll be off screen for too long. But yeah, and they're size 3 to 5 as well. So maybe it is like an 11 to 12-year-old because that's small feet. I don't know, what is the average foot size? What size feet are you? Let us know in the comments. PJ Aldred is doing a lot of the work here. He or she is commenting everything. Laughing face emoji, thank you very much. So the way tonight works, I suppose I should explain that. I realise I actually stood up, I'm going to cut off the top of my head, so I'm just going to have to do like a half splits for the whole thing. So the way tonight works is we have a fantastic live stream for you, because obviously the actual kind of live comedy can't happen at the moment. Hopefully soon, hopefully before the end of the year maybe. But for now, we're on here, we're going to have a lovely time. We've got 3 fantastic comedians. They're going to be telling you their jokes and stories. They're going to invite you into their life, as it were. And we'll be streaming straight to your living rooms. Now, some of you may have already bought tickets. There is also an option to buy tickets, I believe. I'm sure somebody will put that link somewhere. So yeah, you can help support the rec rooms, keep it going. I read today, I shouldn't mention this, it's not comedy really, but apparently 80% of live venues are at risk of closure imminently. Good little funny joke for you. No, it's very harrowing. Size 4 and a she. Good to know. Thank you, PJ. Size 4. I don't. So they were size 3 to 5 socks. Do you want some Nike socks? I've got some. I got a pack of 3 for some reason. I looked them up. They're £14. What does that work out as? That's £6, £6.70-ish a sock. That's quite. No, not a sock. That's about £3.35 a sock, £6.75 a pair of socks. I'm not here to do maths, I'm here to do comedy. Arguably, I might be better at the maths, who knows? But yeah, if you want some expensive Nike socks, let me know. Somebody bought me a pair by hacking into my Amazon. So there you go, that's what's been happening with me. I've got my Amazon hacked. And I have been Amazon shopping actually. I've got a few little things behind me. I didn't put this here to do a prize giveaway for the socks. That's a good idea, Saban. Yes, prize giveaway. We'll think about that. If you're here and you're commenting and in the chat, you might be able to win a pair of size 3 to 5 Nike socks. Can't guarantee that because I'm not entirely sure the logistics of it. But that might happen, you never know. That's the whole point about this live stream. Last time I played some music on the piano, everyone saw my bulge because I was wearing tracky bottoms and I stood up too far and everyone was like, hey, it's got a penis. I still have I sent that screenshot to my group chat of everyone in the comments commenting about my bulge and they found it very funny. But I'll be keeping it strictly, formal today. Anyway, I've not planted these because I'm hosting my own Eurovision basically, to kind of to replace the cancelled Eurovision. So I'm doing like a kind of comedy sketch show of lots of different things. You can find out about it yourself at justgiving.com/Eurovision 2020. Yes, it's another fundraiser, but that's just where the website is. You can go check it out and watch for free. Anyway, I got on. Look at this. I got wigs and everything. I've got all sorts going on at the moment. That's kind of been my life recently, is sorting out this bloody Eurovision. It's made me do, oh yes, forgot about the bulge. I'm so sorry, PJ, I shouldn't have reminded you. I hope that's not brought up like traumatic memories of last time. Or pleasant memories maybe, who knows. No, it's very rarely pleasant from the feedback I've got. It's minimal feedback group, because I'm bad in bed and I've not had a lot of sex, so I really am winning, aren't I? Anyone like Dippy? Tamsin Lancaster, anyone like Dippy? What does Dippy mean? Dippy, I like cheese. What are we talking? What's this? The usual comments have gone a bit crazy. Anyone like Dippy cheese? Have you conspired to confuse me by putting random stuff in the... Oh, I just spotted as well in watching that, people might have questions about this. This is a portrait of Margaret Thatcher. Now, as you can see, it's not a proper portrait, because what happened was, we had one of our friends came round to the door and was like, oh, I baked some stuff and got you some gifts, like books and things. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Just leave it on the doorstep. Socially distant, perfectly safe. And he said, oh, I thought you might like this. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And basically what's actually happened is, because all the boot sales are cancelled, just gave me a load of their junk. So I've just got this annoyingly large, I give this a little postcard, it'd be like funny, but that's cumbersome, that's in the way. Anyway, we'll talk more about that as the evening goes on. For now, we'll get our first fantastic act on. Their name is Rabiah Coon, and hopefully they'll be ready and waiting. I'm going to click the button at the exact time, which is in 30 seconds. So what happens is, I'll say, welcome to the live stream, Rabiah Coon, and then you'll put like clapping emojis and go woo woo and all that sort of stuff. And we welcome on our first act, and then they'll do about 20 minutes, and then I'll be back, I'll tell you more random stories. Then we have another act, me again, another act, and we all go home. I mean, stay home. Anyway, so our first act is the wonderful Rabiah Coon. Please go wild and crazy with lots of clapping emojis now! This is in 30 seconds. So what happens is, I'll say, welcome to the live stream, Rabiah
Coon. Okay. Sorry to whoever that this may not be working. This is a bit embarrassing, but I'm not getting anything on YouTube, so maybe if someone on WhatsApp can just let me know I'm on, that would be great. Because I don't know right now. I think I'm good. I think I'm seeing myself now. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. But essentially my lifestyle hasn't changed much, honestly. I think that the whole isolation thing has actually really kind of normalized my lifestyle. The only difference is I used to go out to pubs and drink alone, and now I just drink alone at home. Um, and so that's the big difference for me. Okay, cool. It's working now. All right. I've also been binge watching TV a lot, and um, I think you missed the first part, but I just moved to London, so that's been kind of interesting. Um, just because I moved here just in time um, to stay in my apartment. And please, friends who are watching online, stop texting me because you're just distracting me right now, honestly. Um, so yeah, so I've been binge watching a lot of shows, and one of them was Tiger King. I don't know if anyone else watched that. It basically kind of showed why Trump got elected. I mean, it made it totally obvious. The fact that the show was that popular and those people exist, that 100% did it. I also watched Too Hot to Handle and Love is Blind, which are shows I would never have watched before. I actually am pretty anti reality TV and anti dating shows. But since I had nothing else to do, I went ahead and did it. And now I have an idea for a show that I hope Netflix does. It's kind of merging Tiger King and Love is Blind, and it's called Cougar Prince. And the idea is there's a young man who has a thing for cougars, and they basically have some kind of jungle theme going on. I think it's a winner. I'm pretty sure in about 2 years I'll be auditioning for it as well if it takes off. So I'm giving myself 2 more years before I'm a cougar, and before I buy a cat, because I think it's all connected. If I just hold out and don't buy the cat yet, I won't be the spinster and the crazy cat lady. It's all part of my plan. Um, we can go out though. So that's one thing we're allowed to do is to go out and do a few things here in London. So one of them is go to the pharmacy. And so what I've done is I've gone back on antidepressants. I'm fine, so no one needs to worry about me. I'm not depressed, but it's a reason to get out of the house. And also there's a side effect. There's a benefit to taking antidepressants. The doctor warned me before he prescribed, he goes, "Look, I don't know though, a lot of people don't like antidepressants. They can lower your libido." I'm like, "Good," because I'm actually insatiable and I'm getting carpal tunnel. So this is the perfect time to do that. So thank you very much, doctor. So it's actually got a benefit. Um, we can get out to exercise. So I've been exercising regularly for the first time in my adult life. I think the last time I exercised regularly was in junior high before I was in band. In marching band in the US, you can just not take physical education. You can just, the marching you do for about 10 minutes of the whole class counts. So this is the first time I've been exercising regularly. It's pretty good. And you can go to the grocery store. So I go to the grocery store every week. I try to only go once a week. It's a challenge I do every week to try to stay out of the public. And I think a lot of people are complaining about like gaining the COVID-19. I think I've actually lost a little bit of weight just because just because I can't really stand my cooking. And actually, I saw James was asking about the guitar. I am learning to play guitar. I'm not going to play right now because I only know three chords, which really makes me pretty much set to play most songs. But unfortunately, I can't switch between them very quickly, so it's really bad. But I have been actually learning to play the guitar. It's the third time I've tried, and I think this time I'm going to learn four chords, so I'm pretty happy about that. Um, so one thing I have to do is I have to eat gluten free, and that can be kind of annoying. Um, what's nice about it right now is I'm not dealing with restaurants or hanging out with people, so I don't have to explain to them why. Even though I'm eating gluten free, they don't have to. That's usually a thing at restaurants, and I don't have to convince whoever's serving me food that um, it's not a preference, it's an allergy. It's not a diet thing to look this way. Like if this was the non-gluten body, I don't think people would do it. But it's tricky. So like I used to really like to have Bloody Marys for brunch on Sundays. I'm not really a like rosé all day girl, but most Bloody Mary mix has gluten in it, so I can't do that. So I've just kind of little life hack here: how to have a gluten-free Bloody Mary. Straight vodka works, and it makes your Sunday fun day last a little less time too, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But the other one, and again, it's not a problem during isolation. The other thing that has gluten in it that's surprising though is cocaine, and it's something that you're not warned about in the media. They don't say, "Oh, cocaine can be cut with, other really bad things like wheat flour." They don't ever mention the wheat flour, but I'll tell you what, finding that out the hard way is basically you not being able to control what comes out of your mouth and your ass at the same time, and it's really not great. So just it's not something you deal with now during COVID because you're not going to any parties where that would be offered. Um, but it is something that can happen, you know. Um, so another thing I've been doing a lot, which I'm not that proud of, is I've been on social media a ton, and I've kind of become a troll, and it's it's not the best look for me, but I'm kind of sticking with it right now. So I have a little bit more time on my hands. So instead of posting an angry emoji, like everybody who posted Plandemic yesterday, basically, they would have gotten an angry emoji. I actually instead wrote to them in their comments about why I think they're stupid. And I'm actually, I think, losing friends at a pretty rapid rate. I should actually have a chart like, where's my curve? It's not getting flattened right now because I'm such a troll. But it's nice to be on social media too because you connect with people and you get those memories that come up. And one memory that's come up recently is of my grandma. And it was just a picture of us. And it was nice because, I miss her, but also it made me remember how we were a little bit meaner sometimes, just making fun of her. And one of the things we would make fun of her for was when she'd get the hometown newspaper, she would immediately open it, flip through it as fast as she could, and get to the obituaries. And in the obituaries, she would then like kind of circle them. I saw it before. And she would then call everybody and let them know who died. And I was kind of like, God, Grandma, like why do you call us? Like we don't even know these people, we don't care. Now I realize what she was doing. She was just like low key stalking her exes, kind of like we do on Facebook. So I feel a little bad now because she was just kind of ahead of her time and just very analog about the whole thing. Because I can admit I've been doing the same thing. I'm not looking for them to be gone necessarily, but I'm just looking for kind of like the happy part of their life to have died maybe. And I have a spreadsheet now, honestly. I'm kind of a data person, and I am just keeping track of who I think I'm better off without and who maybe isn't better off without me. And the numbers aren't looking good for those guys. I said guys, I don't know if that was clear, that I'm into guys. I came out when I was about 10, but just as a liberal. And growing up in one of the most conservative parts of California, that was pretty bad, to be honest. My grandma also, she would try to get like articles into the newspaper. And so my name's Rabiah Coon, is was said, and basically my first name Rabia is Arabic. It just means spring or breeze. I'm half Lebanese. Then you have my last name, which is Coon, and it's spelled Coon. Arguably the bad spelling of Coon, pretty much anywhere. And and it makes my name both ethnic and racist, but also not that fun to deal with sometimes. And so my grandma had sent in to the newspaper some article she wanted published. And as a surprise for my graduation from high school, she sent me a card, and I opened it up and I see this newspaper clipping. And the headline is Coon graduates high school, and then just my picture. And I'm still not sure how that went over in Missouri, but I'm not even daring to go and show my face in that town because I'm really scared about that. I don't think they were probably happy with that. Um, So yeah, I don't know. It's like kind of COVID's given me a lot of time to do stuff. I've been online dating. I decided to give that a go, partly because I'm in a new city, so it's a way to meet people or to alienate myself from people, which is usually what online dating does. But it's also just like something to do, like I have more time. I'll tell you though, I'm a little bit picky. Anyone who says they're into isolation and chill right now, I'm swiping left on because I know what Netflix and chill is, and I know it's not watching Netflix. And so isolation and chill, I'm just like, maybe you should go on antidepressants so you don't have to do that as much. That might be the way, the path forward for you. I did run out of matches though recently, and it's kind of like one of those things where the app says, you're out of matches, you may want to expand your filters. And I'm like, oh man. So I did it. I went ahead and lowered my standards. And I'm still not feeling that great about it, but I figure anyone who wants to meet, I have like about another month or two to just completely blow it with them anyway. So I'm not too worried about lowering my standards and maybe just making a connection with someone I'm not into. But I first of all distance. I just kind of had, within 5 miles, thinking that's not that bad of a commute. But now I just put anywhere. So I'm pretty much, I guess, willing to go anywhere to meet someone. And I even updated my LinkedIn to say available for relocation because I don't know where I'm going to find love. So might as well just expand my horizons. And then as far as height, I had it at 5'8" or taller because I'm 5'8" and I prefer someone a little taller. But at this point, I have it at 5'4" and taller. And the reason is, first of all, 5'8" online is usually like 5'6" in person. That's what I found. I don't find people are very honest about their height. I also find that guys will put like, I'm 6 feet because it matters. And it's like, dude, it doesn't matter when you're 6 feet. Like your height matters when you're like a bit shorter. So don't be a dick, and don't pretend like females like our weight doesn't matter or something. So yes, height matters, but a lot of things matter. So anyway, I'm 5'4" and taller now. There's like that 2 inches they lie about online and another 2 inches they usually lie about that you find out later. And then smoking, I'm not a smoker. I have asthma. I prefer my partner doesn't smoke. I've changed it now to smokes occasionally, which actually has backfired on me in the past. I'm going to see how it does in London. I'm sure it's the same way. But what I found out was guys who smoke occasionally only smoke when they drink, and they tend to be alcoholics. So they're just smokers, So that's kind of a rough thing. But anyway, I've got some swiping to do. Sorry about the problem at the front. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. So I'm going to go offline in about 5 seconds, I think.
Ooh. Hello again. I'm very tentative coming back in. I don't want to. I feel like I'm going to cut people off again. So apologies if I have cut someone off. Obviously, we can't really get this down to an exact science, but that was the wonderful Rabiah Coon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pretend that she's right behind me. Thank you so much, Rabiah. That was a fantastic set. Really enjoyed that. And welcome back to this little middle section where I chat with you guys in the YouTube comments. Please do put all your clapping emojis and that for the wonderful Rabiah there. So I also need to apologise because I realise sometimes there is an issue with switching over, which means I just repeat. So the last thing I said before I hit stop just goes for 2 seconds, and the last thing I said was now in a very annoying nasally voice. So and I was watching it, and it was just me going now. So apologies if you had to experience that. Hopefully it's oh, I didn't change my shirt. I promised PJ that I'd change my shirt, but I haven't yet. So if you have any colour recommendations, what shirt will go with this jacket, let me know. Put it in the comments. So what's been going on in the comments? Can you play the guitar whilst riding the bike? James Lancaster here is about 6 foot, and it matters. Who is James Lancaster? Is that you, Andrew Castle? Andrew Castle's commented, but is that just an alias for James Lancaster? What's happening? I did promise, I'm so sorry, PJ. Blue, I'll go find a blue shirt. Next time I'm on screen, I will be in a blue shirt. I promise. That's an absolute, you can hold me to that. So what is everyone, what's everyone been up to? What's our diet looking like? My skin got really bad for ages. It's not, I can't say it's not too bad on camera, but I've realised I'm quite far away from the camera and in quite dimly lit actually. He's the Dippy Man. Am I the Dippy Man? When you were on earlier, you were saying I like Dippy. Do you mean me? Have you given me like a Seven Dwarf Stone nickname? You got Happy Doc and Dippy. Am I Dippy? He's the Dippy Man. What does that mean, Alan Pryor? That's so confusing. Am I the Dippy Man? Tell you what, this didn't look too bad, but this is quite long for me. I normally have it quite short, which is a bad idea. I don't know if I showed you this last time on stream, but that's oh, that's brilliant. Just where the light from that's just up there. That's caught that perfectly. Oh, that's hefty. I'm sweaty as well. I tell you why I'm sweaty because I'm in bloody jeans and a jacket for you people and a conservatory. No, Mr. Lancaster is Dippy Man. What does Dippy Man mean? So I'm not Dippy Man, that's good to know. I think, I don't know. Unless Dippy is a very positive thing. Well, who is Dippy Man? Well, he's Mr. Lancaster. But why? Why is he called Dippy Man? That's what I want to know. I want my questions answered. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the wonderful Rabiah there. Has anyone been doing any other online stuff? Kind of online quizzes, Zoom quizzes, for example. I've kind of given up with them now, but I don't think there's any more facts left in the world. I've done them all. Seriously, you don't want to be the Dippy Man. Better to be a systems architect. I am Dippy Man. Oh my goodness, James Lancaster's appeared. This is fun. Oh, the flying here. I don't know what it was. Can do kung fu on the fly. Hello, James Lancaster. You're here. I've not seen you before in the comments, but you are the Dippy Man. He's quite proud of it. It's like a big Spartacus moment. He's announcing it in the comments. I am Dippy Man. I assume it was said in that kind of grandiose announcement voice. Seriously, you don't want to be the Dippy Man. Better to be a systems architect. So James had said that quite proudly, but Andrew Castle says that you should go, I am a systems architect. But what is a Dippy Man? No one's answering any of my questions. It's fantastic. I'm just going to be more confused. There's lots of mysteries going on in the world right now, and that's going to bug me. Anyway, yeah, I've done so many Zoom quizzes and things like that. It's weird. It's hard to keep in touch with friends because you can't do small talk. It's like, oh, what have you been up to? Nothing. So same here. Yeah. What about now? Still nothing. Okay, right. Oh, right. Never mind. Like you've either got to not talk to your friends, which is an option I'm going for certain people, or you go into a really big philosophical questions. What do you want to do with your life? Are you worried about death? What's your biggest fear? All that sort of stuff. And it's hard to flirt as well. I downloaded Tinder. I thought foolishly, I'll download Tinder. 1 month into quarantine, everyone's standards are going to go. Bloody Andrew White cleans up. That's what I was hoping for. Nothing, nada, zilch. They do not care, they do not find me charming, and they do not find me attractive. So, oh well, never mind. Not as if... I thought it'd be easier. I thought online dating would be easier because I wouldn't have to actually meet them. Because I did go on one of my first ever date just before lockdown, just before Christmas actually, so a while ago now. And we were talking earlier in the Tinder chats. I'll come to the chat. There's so a lot going on in the chat. I'll come back to it in a minute. I'll just quickly say about my date. We're talking in Tinder chats and we were talking about like food and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, I don't like seafood." And I said, "Oh yeah, I hate fish. I hate seafood as well." Just because just agree with him. Just kind of like oh, we have things in common. Maybe we should get married. That's a vibe I was going for. And we went on a date to Zizi's in Salisbury. Yes, before you say it, that Zizi's, the famous Zizi's, the Russian poisoning Zizi's. So we went, oh no, I shouldn't have got close to the camera there. You got to see my fading spots on my chin. Well, you might as well see now. Look at that too. I need a shave as well. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Apologies. That was much more HD than I thought it would be. I'm very sorry. Well, while I'm paused from the date story, let's quickly check out the comments. Have you got a sister called Julie, James? You need a big innie belly button for a dippy. Oh, so does dippy mean you're lying there and you put like a Domino's dip in your belly button? Is that what a dippy is? Lovely zits, I know, I'm sorry, PJ. I mean, to be fair, they're not actually zits. They're kind of like zit scars. They're fading anyway. Anyway, I went on this day. Previously, context, I don't know if you remember me setting that up, I said, I hate seafood there. I panicked at Zizi's, didn't know what to... So I was thinking, do I look at the menu beforehand so I know what I want and I'm confident? Or will that make me seem like a psychopath? If we sit down to look at the menu and I go, I know what I want, I've researched it. That wouldn't be a good vibe, would it? So I thought I'll go in like a natural... nice start to the conversation. We both ran our menus in silence, so that plan didn't work. And I accidentally ordered a seafood cannelloni, and I realised halfway through eating my seafood cannelloni that I told him I hate seafood. Great start to our relationship. So fantastic. Similar but more cream-like. Okay, I'm worried where this is going. This dippy thing. I think I'm gonna leave it, to be honest. worrying. You need any belly button and some cream-like substance. I shouldn't have left that for so long. Well, you guys are mental. I love you guys, but you're very crazy. So yeah, I didn't go well with this guy. I wonder if maybe he's still out there. I just not talked to him. We went on. No, that's too much detail. I was just going to reveal very personal things. I will do that, but I won't reveal those things. I'll be more personal with other stuff. You know, it's not like I'm hiding things from you. Let's be honest. You've seen my bulge. You've seen me changing clothes and all that sort of stuff. You've seen my wigs. This is very much. I don't think there's nothing to be ashamed about really anymore. Like, because we're not going out anywhere. I don't know if I can experience shame. That's weird. Has anyone had any online shame? Because obviously, you know, every day you go out as a comedian and you're like, oh, this funny thing happened. But now it's all online stuff. So has anyone had like a funny sitcom moment on like a Zoom call, or you know, been chatting to someone online and accidentally said the wrong thing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Stop going on about Dippy. Unless you're going to tell me what it is, stop going on about it, because it's quite off-putting actually. Now you can't have too many castles in your life, so say all that means. It's so confusing. Blue Hawaiian shirt. I don't have a Hawaiian shirt, but I do have a blue one, so I will fulfill. I tell you what I'll do is, I was about to say I'll bring in some ham and pineapple, but we don't have pineapple. I should stop. I was going to do like a Hawaiian, but then like tape it to the. That was the joke. Didn't really work. Well, it would have worked, but I explained it to you, which was ruined the surprise, and B, don't have pineapple, so there is no surprise. Anyway, I will get a blue shirt. I promise you, PJ, blue shirt for the next section. So stick around to see that. But more importantly, stick around to see our next fantastic act, the wonderful Neil Singh. Now we have quite an international lineup today. It's quite exciting. We've got people coming from all over the world, all sorts of things going on. And I won't go on for too much longer because I only have 4 seconds. Please put your clapping emojis together for the wonderful Neil Singh.
Hello. Hello? Oh, there we go. It's working. How exciting. How's it going, everybody? Coming to you live from my house during coronavirus. This is going to be a lot of fun. Man, I miss things, you know? I just miss normal stuff. I think it's you know, I think we're all experiencing this thing together, and I miss traffic. You know what I mean? I used to really, I don't know, man, just traffic. You know, I was sitting there, and I'm 40 years old. I got my AC on, my radio was on. Nobody was giving me shit about the dishes. I love traffic. You know what I mean? Oh man, sometimes I would chase red on Google Maps, just trying to find another 15 to 20 minutes of traffic. You know, just to get my head right before I gotta go home at night. I have this hobby though, even when I'm driving now, you can do this too, it's a lot of fun. I sit back and I judge people just based on the stuff that they put on the back of their cars. That's a lot of fun. That's why they put it there too. You know, I saw one guy driving on his license plate frame. On the top it said, "I'd rather be running." I was like, well, you got into a car today. You got into a car. You know, you could run anywhere you want. Nobody's stopping you. It should say, "I'd rather be running." And on the bottom, it should say, "But I'm really happy that I'm going to be on time." You know, because I have a car. And that's amazing. You know, people just don't appreciate stuff. You know? Anyways, miss traffic. And at home all the time now, which is nice. Hanging out with my subtle art over here. Let me tell you about myself. I don't know. I'm not a perfect person. I was making fun of other people earlier, but you know, I got faults of my own. I smoke cigarettes, which is a bad habit. I've been trying to quit for a long time, you know, and I've tried everything really, the patch and pills, hypnosis, nothing works. My buddy was like, "Oh, you should try aversion therapy." So now whenever I light up a cigarette, I stick a finger in my butt. Now I got 2 vices. So that didn't work out. And all my cigarettes, well, they taste like shit. I should probably switch hands or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just kidding, guys. I got a lot more than 2 vices. I'm 40 years old. I'm a 40-year-old adult. I got a lot more than 2 5s. I'm on 2 uppers and a downer right now just to make this happen. I have an addictive personality, and I know that about myself. So there's certain things that I might not even try, like heroin or dick. None of those things. Not for me. Like over 50% of the world, you know what I'm saying? Addicted to dick, despite their better judgment. And I'm not trying to be a statistic. Is all I'm saying here. Oh man, I realized I didn't clarify this. I hope this was a clean show. I'm Indian. I was born and raised in the Indian province of Alabama. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. I'm sure somebody has. I'm sure somebody has, small world. Both my parents, they're Indian immigrant doctors, very, very hardworking people, which means they are so disappointed. So disappointed with what I'm doing with my life. I was telling my dad about this show today. I was like, Dad, I'm going to be speaking to people out across the pond in England, out from our living room, like whatever, 35 people. How do you feel about that? And he said what he always says. He said, son, what is your future? and I was like, Dad, come on, man. I've been doing comedy for a long time now, and eventually, well, you're going to die. And I get everything. What did you forget? I'm your only kid. Your boy is going to be okay, Daddy. I got a plan. The plan is to wait. That's the whole plan. I feel bad making that joke sometimes, because it makes it sound like I'm waiting around for my parents to die so I can enjoy all their stuff, which honestly could not be further from the truth, I love them so much. I still live in their house. I enjoy their stuff all the time. The way I see it, whatever's theirs is mine, and whatever's mine, they bought it, so it's theirs. That's how ownership, familiar with the concept. I'm just playing, guys. I'm 40 years old, I don't live in my parents' house. That'd be sad. That would be sad and pathetic and be worthy of your derision. No, I'm married, so I live in my wife's house. Just a real traditional fella that way. Just move from one sweet bosom to the next. I'm just playing it. It's the same house. She just kind of moved in and took over. It's a real traditional Indian situation we got brewing here. It's I don't know. It's quite the blessing, really. 40 years old and living with my parents, because when I was younger, it was their opportunity to take care of me. And now that they're older and I'm the younger one, I get to take care of them. And they used to be abusive, and I got them exactly where I want them. And it's fantastic. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't abuse the elderly. I just sit back and let time and nature do its sweet, sweet thing. And I just sit back and enjoy this sweet gaze. Sweet view. Mentioned I'm married. I'm a married guy. I like being married. Oh, man. I really do like being married, man, because I hated dating. It's such a terrible experience for me. Because, when you date, you have to be such a bullshit person all the time. And I hated that. You just have to be you have to be so fake. You know what I mean? You have to do all this pretense stuff. Like shower every day. Who am I? Louis the 16th? You know what I mean? What, a shower every day? I used to do stuff. I used to pretend I read books. Because that comes up every single time you date somebody. They ask you that question. Who's your favorite author? And you can't just say Harry Potter. Because you're going to sound stupid. That dude didn't write no books. It was Rowling. Just kidding, Rowling wrote all the books. It's right there on the front cover. I had to learn the hard way, but y'all don't have to know. But not even if you say that, though, right? Even if you say Rowling, that's not impressive. Nobody cares. If you know that J.K. Rowling wrote all those books, no, you got to say something impressive in that situation. You got to say Kafka. I read a lot of Kafka, but then you're stuck reading cliff notes about dudes turning into insects and how this reflects the human condition. If I want to know about the human condition, I just go to Walmart and watch people make decisions. Walmart is a place where poor people shop in America. I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a lady. In one hand she had mini donuts, and the other hand she had diabetes needles. And then that's all I really need to know about the human condition. All I'm saying is I don't need to read ancient German literature. I got it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff to go through to get some pussy is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that stuff anymore. Now I'm married. I'm a married guy. Now, as long as I got a job and I come home at night, I got a shot. And those are good odds. I like those odds. You know, the other now as long as I just come home at the end of the day, I open the door. I'm like, oh hey honey, how's it going? How was your day? Tell me all about work. Oh really? Is that what happened? Oh, fuck that bitch. Oh. Anyway, so we having any pussy tonight? Is there any pussy on the menu? Nope. All right then, I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll see you in like 45 minutes. Because that's about the amount of time it takes a married fella to take a shit. In case y'all didn't know, that's science. I did say the word pussy earlier, and I do apologize if that is offensive to you. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of words that people are using these days, and they're going away. And then that's sad. To me, it's sad. Like, pussy's one of those words. I think that's sad, because I really like the word. I think it's a good way to describe the thing. It's soft and cuddly, and if you treat it right, it will purr at you. That's nice, But if you fuck with it, it will shit on your pillow, fucking scratch up your room, fuck up your face, I don't know. I feel like pussies, like they go to college and they come out vaginas. You know what I mean? They're just wiser and stronger. They all got beards. It's a real thing. I like being married, like I was saying before. I know, and I like it. One of the great things about my marriage in particular is I married my best friend, I realized this the other night when it was just the two of us. We were having dinner. In the middle of the meal, she looks up at me. She goes, and I realized that she knows me better than I know myself. Because in the middle of the meal, she looked up at me. She goes, if I die first, how long are you going to wait until you get a girlfriend? And I have been married for 10 years. So at this point, I know that if my wife asks me a question, it's a fucking trap. She's just trying to get me to say something stupid. And usually it works. But this time I was ready. This time I was like, how long do you think? Right? Because that's how you get the right answer. And she said, I don't think you're ever going to get a girlfriend. I think you're going to get the insurance money and get one of those companion dolls. I said, get out of my head, woman. Damn, that's too deep. That's like one mind and shit. You know what I mean? Because I hadn't even really thought about it. But she's right. That's exactly what would happen. Because no woman could ever replace her. But a $10,000 custom-made sex doll from Real Dolls out here in Vista, California, model number 14-263A, made exactly in Hillary Clinton's image, might do the trick. I'm just saying. She's been right about a lot of things. She might be right about this one too. I don't know. I've been married for a while. Recently discovered the secret to marital bliss. It was one of the COVID miracles that occurred over this last 2 months, going on 50 years. Microdosing cocaine. That's how you do this. The other day, my wife asked me to do the dishes, right? I don't really feel like doing the dishes, but I microdosed some cocaine. I was like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do some dishes. I washed the windows. I got on the roof and cleaned out the gutters. I didn't care if it was the middle of the night, man, whatever, It's good cocaine. It's cleaner cocaine, if you will. I've been doing a lot of microdosing recently. It's become macrodosing, really. It's just like a real problem. Anyways, y'all got kids. I don't know why I'm asking for interaction. I guess it's people typing. So I could see that. Microdosing. Kids. Good transition, I guess. I got a baby. I have a baby. My wife is Japanese. I'm Indian and Japanese. So we created what we call a super baby. That's science. You can check it out. You can Google that. That's how that works. She's a great kid, man. She's so smart. I remember her first word, like all the grandparents are around. She's up in the crib and stuff. She's like, kind of crawling around in the crib, and she looks up at me, and I snuck in through like the back door. Is what happened. And she looked up right at me and she said, "Pothead." Which honestly made me really proud, because that shows that she's observant. She knows what's happening in her life. It's a compound word. That's like 2 words. That's better than 1 word. I don't know which any other kid. They usually start with 1 word. My kid hit 2. But on the other hand, I realized I might have a problem. See, I'm raising a fucking snitch. That's no good. That is no good. Daddy has a lifestyle, as y'all can probably tell. I don't know. I talk about my kid and stuff. I talk about my family, and sometimes people get the wrong impression. They think I like kids, and I don't. I don't like other people's kids. You know, I was at my buddy's house the other day. Well, I mean, 3 months ago. I was at my buddy's house 3 months ago, and we're just watching the game and whatever. Manchester United, I believe it was. They're very popular amongst you folks. Anyways, we're watching the game, and he's got 2 kids. He's got a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old. And he did what a lot of parents do when they think they have the opportunity. See, I was playing with the kids, and he just left. So now I'm babysitting, and that's a whole different thing than what I was anticipating. But like, you know, he left. Now the 9-month-old starts crying because that's right. And I tried a couple things. I tried changing him, right? I tried feeding him. Wouldn't latch. Just real stubborn. Just wouldn't even latch. So I asked the 3-year-old, I was like, hey man, there's something we could do to shut this kid up. And he was like, oh, you could play the Widow Piggy Go to Market game with him. He's 3. He talks stupid. He's 3. He can't help it, you know. Turns out he's kind of a dickhead too, because I take off the 9-month-old's sock. 3 toes. That's not enough piggies. Right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the nursery rhyme, but that's not enough piggies. Anyways, but I'm a showman, you know what I mean? I was like, we're going to make this work. It's fine, we don't have enough toes. I was like, this little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had ham. Kind of assumed they made it to the market. And this little piggy said, oh shit, that motherfucker's eating. I think I know where the other piggies went. And he went wee the hell out of there, man. There was only like 2 piggies left. And so I kind of left too. I don't know. I like my wife, like my family. We get along on a lot of things. One thing we do not agree upon is politics. I voted for Trump. It's a tough thing to say. It's a tough thing to say as a brown man, but that's something that happened. I exist statistically. And I did so, you know, not necessarily because of politics, but I did so because I believe in miracles. And President Donald Trump said that he would bomb Iran back to the 6th century. Ladies and gentlemen, that means President Donald Trump has magical time-traveling bombs that can restore the glory of the Persian Empire. The thing that I love the most about President Trump, though, of all the things that I love, is his body. The last President Obama, I'm always looking at pictures of the Obamas at the beach. She's like, that's the President of the United States, the United States of America, the busiest person in the whole world. He's got time to work out. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now I'm looking at pictures of the Trump family, like, well, that's the President. I think... Anyway, I'm out of time. Thank you guys so much.
That was the wonderful Neil Singh. And apologies, as always, if I accidentally cut you off. The wonders of technology. But yeah, wonderful Neil Singh. How cool is that? Yeah, wouldn't get that on a regular gig in Horsham. People flying in from New York. Well, they are, with the magic of the internet. As you can see, as requested by PJ, I've changed my shirt to blue. And not only have I changed it to blue, I've changed it to an actual button-up shirt. Look at this. I put more effort into this than the date I was talking about earlier. So you're welcome. What can I say? There you go. The wonderful Neil Singh, though, what a wonderful treat for all of us. So yeah, this is the kind of almost my final section, really. I do these little 10-minute sections, and then we're going to welcome on our wonderful headliner, the Saban Kazim. I just call him the, but I suppose he is the. There you go. You can put that on your comedy CV. The Saban Kazim, Andrew White. You're welcome. He's very funny though. I met him at the Bath Comedy Festival last year. I don't know if he remembers this. I've got his business card still in my wallet somewhere. Very funny man. We've got that to look forward to. For now, we got me rambling on to you. We've had a lot of weird chat about Dippy. That's last time we had all sorts of banter and stuff going on here. People were requesting I do things, but all I've got at the moment is Dippy, and all I know about Dippy is you have to have an big inny belly button and a cream-like liquid. So fuck knows what that is. But you do remember. Oh, good. He's in the chat right now. So hello. He'll be on in a minute. So I've been, as I say, I'm Amazon hacked. We've been failing on Tinder, doing lots of Zoom quizzes, and I've not been drinking actually. I've not been drinking much at all. What's everyone else doing? I've been hearing lots of chat about people, drinking every day, getting through bottles and bottles of wine. How's everyone coping? Is that what you're doing? Are you drinking every day? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. I've just never been really a drinker. I I wish I had like a funny story. It's like, oh, I did that and it put me off alcohol forever. But I'm just lame. Just think I'm lame, really. I did get invited to like school parties and stuff, so I had an opportunity to drink as a teenager. But I'll give you the kind of vibe I had at parties, and you'll see whether this is a cool dude that gets into drinking. If I was given the aux cable, I'd have to sit there monitoring every song so that the original soundtrack of My Fair Lady didn't accidentally get blasted through the speakers. That's the kind of guy I was. I was monitoring my phone, making sure that we didn't get musical theatre, West End greatest hits to ruin the party. I say ruin, I'd love it. Oh, I absolutely love it. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely, lovely? But yeah, other people don't really get into it as much as I do. Let's have a look at all these comments. Andrew Castle, seriously, must be really tough to do that without a live crowd. It is weird. It is weird. Yes, we have children. Oh, that's where you're drinking. Very funny. The rec room's there. There's a slight delay and I just caught myself twerking on the camera. That's made me laugh. So if you're enjoying this, I've at least had a laugh out tonight. But I hope you are. We had some fantastic acts. We were having lots of fun. I'm getting more and more sweaty every interval. So, and red as well. Got very rosy cheeks. But yeah, it's weird to do this without an audience, but it's fun. You guys are fun. This is a nice... I've done some very weird ones that did not work as gigs, but this just about works. No, I'm joking. It's good. It's good fun. So yeah, I've not been drinking, doing lots of Zoom quizzes. I'll tell you what, fucking worst purchase I've ever made in my life, and it's fucking stapled to the wall. That's a 2020 year planner. That is the absolute biggest waste of money I've done in years. There you are. The boxes are quite small, so I could only put H-Sam instead of Horsham. Because I did try it last month. I tried to write Horsham all the way, but it just looked a bit messy. So I've gone for H-Sam. There's still some gigs in there. I've just... Denial, really. They should be rubbed off. There's nothing happening this side of... September. I don't know when gigs will return. Who am I, Chris Whitty? No, he doesn't even know. Well, my favourite bit... I don't know if anyone... I've stopped watching the news. Thank you. Great twerking. Says hot honey. Hot shot honey, there we go. It's weird trying to make out individual words when they're all smushed together in a username. But Hot Shot Honey says, great twerking, thank you very much. What was I saying? Oh, bloody hell, this really is just it's weird without audience feedback, because I have no idea which strands and tangents I should stick with, because obviously I'm going everywhere. What was I talking about? Horsham. Oh yeah, gigs that should be cancelled. Not been watching the news, that's what I was saying. I've not been watching the news because it's just the same thing every time. They just update the spreadsheets and PowerPoints a little bit. The only bits of news I get are from Twitter. And there was a brilliant moment in Prime Minister's Question Time where Boris Johnson's getting grilled by Keir Starmer. And he says, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And Boris just goes, by the end of next month, we'll have 200,000 tests a day. Just pulled out of his arse. And my favourite bit of the whole thing is they cut to Matt Hancock and he's just going, we've not talked about this, Boris. No, stop speaking. He's completely promised a random number of tests. Oh dear, what a world we're living in. But what's everyone happening? We've got essential workers in the chat. Are people still going out to work? Are you working from home? This is Mo working from home. I've not really done. I was on track. I should stop. This is just sad stuff. I don't know why I keep telling you these facts. But I was on track to do about 250 gigs this year. And I think it's going to be stuck at the 70 mark, which is a significant loss. But oh well. As you can see from my parents' conservatory, I am fine. I'm doing okay. But please keep supporting the arts, support the rec room, support other people that don't have the financial security of two parents. Or even those that do have the financial security of two parents, but can't. I'm rambling. Let's stop going on about it. Tell me what you've been up to. Who have we got? What does everyone do? Food retailer. I can supply. Oh, PJ, you saucy devil. I think we're organising some sort of drop-off here in the comment. You're looking for food? I can supply. What do you supply? What food are you retailing? That'd Is it specifically? It's like a greengrocer's, vegetables. Apparently, fresh vegetables are very hard to get a hold of. We're abiding by the one-person shopping rule, so I don't know what the shops are like. But anything, bloody PJ's going to supply anything for food. That's very fancy. Oh, very nice. What's your biggest seller? That's what I want to know. So obviously you cover a lot of food, but what's the food that's the biggest seller? So there's a little pause there where this doesn't really happen on stage. You're much quicker. You've got like a live atmosphere to work with, but just then I'll explain that pause to you, because why not? A little peek behind the magician's curtain. I paused because I said you cover a lot of food, and then I was going to say like a fat man lying on a buffet. But I didn't know if that was funny. Let me know. Should I have done that? I've said it now. I've kind of had my cake and eaten it too. I've not said it and also said it to see if it's funny. You cover a lot of food, like a fat man lying on a buffet. Let me know in the comments, is that funny? Gin! PJ, your biggest seller is gin. Very understandable right now. Someone says toilet rolls. I don't think anyone's eating toilet rolls. Maybe they are. I suppose if somebody invested a lot of money in stockpiling toilet rolls, then they realised that toilet rolls are very easily manufactured, and lots of the factories don't even have any personnel, so there's literally there's no cut-off in the supply chain. I don't know why we were stockpiling toilet rolls. Can you remember that far back, 2 months ago, when we were stockpiling toilet rolls? Maybe that's what they've resorted to. They spent all their money on toilet rolls and they started eating it. But gin, that makes much more sense. Funny. Thank you, Hotshot Honey. What are veg flour eggs? Is that like powdered egg in the war? Oh, veg flour eggs. I think I know this. I'll let powdered paper. Veg flour eggs. I think because on a keto diet you can't kind of get like carbs and stuff, people make like cauliflower pizza bases and stuff like that. So I think, I'm just guessing here, that's what a veg flour egg is. I'll be really impressed if I've got that right. Let me know. Yeah, go with that one. He's all over it like a fat boy on a cupcake. Oh, I suppose that works as well. Who said that? Andrew Castle. Good. You go into joke writing, Andrew. And John basically said, do a backflip. That's so annoying. I can do a backflip, but it takes me 21 seconds, and I've only got 20 seconds before I introduce Saban. So, that's really annoying. I would have done one as well. It's one of my specialities. I always break out the backflips at parties, but oh well. Let's introduce our final act for this evening, the wonderful Saban Kazim. He's a very funny man. Enjoy!
Oh, hi guys. Can everyone hear me at the back? Alright? I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, before I start, I've just got to read out a list. Sand bucket, plastic bucket, steel bucket, mop bucket, plastic bucket with lid, collapsible bucket, KFC family bucket, charity collection bucket, oval bucket, flower bucket again, fire bucket. That's my bucket list out of the way. Yeah. So yeah. So do you guys like my beard? I wasn't sure about it at first, but it's growing on me now. So yeah. You can all hear me, yeah? That's great. Oh, cool. So yeah. So I've been oh, there's a weird delay here. Okay, yeah, so you guys been following Joyce Bonson's rules and stuff by washing your hands to the tune of Happy Birthday twice. Yeah, well, I'm not taking any chances. I wash my hands to the 12 days of Christmas, just to be on the safe side. So yeah, so late for work quite a lot, but less late now because I'm like working from home, so that's good. So yeah, I can see people writing stuff. Oh, this is a weird gig, you know. So yeah, so I received a package the other day in the post. So what I did, I got a Dettol out, and I used a whole bottle of Dettol to clean the packet, just to be on the safe side. Then I opened up the packet. It was a bottle of Dettol. So that was fun. Yeah. Oh. Someone wrote bit ginge. It's a bit dark in here. So yeah, so my name's Saban Kazim. My full name is Saban Ali Kazim. That's Turkish. It means abracadabra. That's what I'm told. So yes, that's fun. So yes, I'm originally from a place called Peckham. You guys heard of Peckham before? But I immigrated to a place called Lewisham. If you're not familiar with Lewisham, it's 20 minutes away from Peckham. Yes, I want to be closer to the countryside. So yeah, so if you're still not familiar with Lewisham, this is the Lewisham FC away kit that I'm wearing right now. Yeah, and I've got a copy of the Lewisham flag as well. For the people at the back, if you can't see my top. I laminated it so it will get creased in my pocket. So there you go, that's the flag, that's a flag of Lewisham there. So basically, like, Lewisham's just full of chicken shops. Where I live, there's 6 chicken shops on the same road, and they're all called Mauleys, apart from one, it's called Mowleys. So it's nice to have a bit of variety. So yeah, so when I get lost, I just follow the chicken shops, and when they get closer together, I know I'm safely back in Lewisham. So yeah, so that's fun, yeah. So it wasn't easy growing up in Lewisham. My school uniform was a stab-proof vest, sponsored by Morley's. So yeah, I've got some laughs and chickens coming up. That's good. This is proper weird. Like, I can't hear anyone laughing, so I just have to assume people are laughing. So yeah, so I went before the lockdown. I went into a cafe and asked the guy for breakfast. And he's like, full English. I was like, no, I'm half Turkish. And he was like, I went to him like, can I get a piece of toast, please? And he's like, whole meal. I was like, no, I just want a piece of toast. So yeah. Then he said to me, he said, did you go to a comprehensive school? I was like, I don't know. I think they had a third party firearm theft. So he threw me out the shop. So yeah, so that's what happened. So yeah, so it's basically being half Turkish. You get asked weird things when you meet people. They go, "Oh, you're Turkish. I know a nice Greek restaurant." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice. What do you want me to do? Do you want to go there and smash all their plates up?" Or people say things to me like, "Oh, you're Turkish. Does that mean you know my neighbour Mehmet is Turkish? You must know him." And I'm like, yeah, I know him. He's my cousin. And last time I said that, it turned out it was my cousin. So that backfired. Or people say to me, "Oh, you're Turkish. Does that mean you're Muslim?" I'm like, yeah, but I don't know all the dance moves. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm out, I meet other Turkish people, and they seem to recognise me, and they tell me, send my regards back to my dad. So I go home and I was like, "Dad, I saw this guy. I think he was Turkish. I wasn't sure, but he's quite short. He's hairy. He had a moustache. He sends his regards." My dad's like, "Okay, if you see him, send my regards back to him." So then I end up going looking for people who look like my dad to tell them that my dad sends his regards. And then they don't want to look stupid, so they tell me, "Okay, if you see your dad, send my regards back to him." So it's a constant vicious circle. I'm just going home, telling my dad I saw people that look like him, and they send their regards. And he says, send your regards back. Sometimes if I'm lucky, they might tell me their name. They might be like, "Oh, tell your dad that Ali sends his regards." So I go home and I'm like, "Dad, Ali sends his regards." My dad's like, "Which Ali?" I was like, "Oh, it was short, hairy, had a moustache. It looked a bit like you." So yeah, so basically I just stay away from kebab shops. Just don't want to risk it. So yeah, so that's what I was doing before the lockdown. Just sending my regards to my dad. So yeah, so basically before lockdown, I had a gig. This guy phoned me up. He's like, "Oh, I heard you do comedy." I was like, "Yeah, kind of." He's like, "I want you to do a gig for me." I was like, "Okay, I'm listening." He's like, "I can't afford to pay you." I was like, "Okay, I'm still listening." He's like, "I'll give you chicken wings." I was like, "What?" Because I'll give you chicken wings. There's not as much chicken wings as you can eat. And I was like, "Oh, I'll think about it." But I live in Lewisham. We've got plenty of chicken wings, you know. Thank you very much. And he goes to me, "Listen, yeah, it's either chicken wings or nothing." So I don't want to be. I'm not stupid, so I just took the chicken wings. So I was at the gig. I was at the gig and I spent all my money on other stuff. And then it came to the end of the night and it was time to go home. And all I had on me was a box of chicken wings. So I was like, if this guy can pay me with chicken wings, maybe I can negotiate like with a bus driver. So the bus came along. I was like, "Excuse me, mate. Do you take chicken wings?" He thought about it. He was like, "Oh, listen, yeah, I don't want any trouble. Yeah, all right, I'll take chicken wings." I went to him, "How many chicken wings would it be to go back to Lewisham?" And he was like, "Oh, that's the 3.5 chicken wings." So basically, I had a cut a chicken wing in half, and I left my knife back in Lewisham, so I had to use like my bare hands. So basically, it wasn't very practical. It got very messy, and people got a bit scared, and I got a bit scared as well. And it's got me thinking, like, what if people like see me doing this and they try and do this as well? Yeah, how are we going to know like which chicken wings like for eating and which chicken wings are legal tender? And then what if the banks get involved? Are we going to have to start sort of stamping the Queen's face on chicken wings? And then what if you want to buy a whole chicken one day? Like, how many chicken wings is that? So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to get at is I think chicken wings could be the next Bitcoin. So stock up now, yeah, and just freeze them. You can freeze them, and if it turns out it's not the next Bitcoin, you just eat them, innit? So it's a wing situation. There you go. So yeah, I was shitting myself for this gig. I wasn't nervous. It's got IBS. I keep forgetting to take the medication. So that's fun. So yeah, any questions so far on the chat? No. I see a few chicken pictures coming up. So yeah, it's oh, how long have I got left? Oh, someone's writing something. Chickens at Queen's Head stamped on the chickens. LOL. Ah, okay. So yeah. Oh. So you guys are looking forward to Christmas? Can't hear you. No, I'm not looking forward to Christmas either, to be honest. Because where I was working previously, they was doing a Secret Santa, and I got a P45. Yeah, so that was fun. I wouldn't have minded, but it wasn't really a secret. So I know exactly who sent it. So that wasn't fair. And also, I'm not very good at buying presents. Anyone guess what I bought Mum for Christmas? Anyone on the chat? No. I bought a Henry the Hoover. Yeah, if you guys are not familiar with the Henry the Hoover, I've got a print out here. There you go. If you can't see it at the back, I've got it printed on the bigger sheet. Yeah, just keep looking at the small sheet. There you go. That's what people at the back there. Yeah. Yes, I bought Mum a Henry Hoover for Christmas. The one day my dad came from work. He's like, "Where's your mum?" And before I had a chance to explain where she was, I was like, "Yeah, she's upstairs with Henry." And before I had a chance to explain who Henry was, he went crazy. He was like, "Where's Henry? Where's the Henry? Where's the Henry?" He smashed the whole house up, and then he ran upstairs, and then he found out it's just Henry the Hoover. So yes, that's what happened. Oh, right, who's Henry? Yeah. Oh man, it's weird doing a gig when you can't hear anyone responding to you. Oh. Yeah, so I was telling you guys about the P45 thing earlier on. Remember that? Yeah, that's good. So basically, I got a new job now. I work for a Turkish company. Surprise, isn't it? I went for the job interview. The guy goes, "Oh, send my regards to your dad." So I did, and got the job. So that was pretty handy. So yes, actually, I work for this Turkish company, and they actually supply chicken shops with food and stuff. And my job is to design the chicken boxes. So that's fun. So yeah, so the chicken's gone full circle. I'm still trying to figure out which came first, the chicken or the egg. So yeah. Oh. Any more questions? No? Oh. My friend's on there, he's writing. He's hinting at me what to say next. So yeah, I think I've got like I've got a minute left. So I better wrap this up. Any questions? No? Okay. So, you guys want to hear a poem I wrote when I got made redundant? Take that as a yes. So I got this is my poem about being made redundant. Here goes. It's called Redundancy. Redundancy. Everyone's at home except for me. Yeah, that's as far as it got, to be honest. Oh, so yeah, I think I'm gonna pass it back now. To Andrew. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers.
Ba-bam. The wonderful Saban Kazim! Lovely stuff. Thank you, Saban. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't stand there, you just see my chin. A bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, well, I had fun tonight, and we've had some fantastic acts. Thank you so much for joining us and commenting and getting involved. If you've not bought a ticket or you've not donated yet, you can. The Rec Rooms will put their paypal.me in the chat. I think it's paypal.me/Rec Rooms, but don't paypal.me/The Rec Rooms. Don't yeah. If you're going to donate money, give them to them, please. Keep this venue alive throughout all this crisis. They've been doing so much. I've been keeping an eye on their YouTube channel. Lots of music gigs. Hopefully some more comedy to come. We've done 2 of these already, so that's been really fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it from us. I hope you're all keeping well, keeping busy. Who knows what the future holds? This Sunday we might find out something about the future. Who knows? We stand Andrew. Thank you, John, basically. Oh my goodness, I've never been stand before. Oh. Oh, you just made me like, oh, I just like fangirled, my own fangirldom. That's quite exciting. Thank you, John. But yeah, that's pretty much it from us. So I always quickly remind you of the acts we saw. First up, we had the wonderful Rabiah Coon. And then we had the wonderful Neil Singh. And finally, Saban Kazim. I've been your host, Andrew White. Safe journeys home, I was about to say, just out of habit. Safe journeys from the sofa to get another glass of wine or whatever you're drinking. If you want any food, make sure you hit up PJ Aldred. Don't ask any questions about Dippy, and otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.